What's up guys, it's Tim, and in this video, if you can't tell by the thumbnail, I want to touch on VGX token. It has been running pretty nice lately. And we're also going to look at Bitcoin. It has been pretty bullish lately. It did break out of a recent short-term resistance, and we seem to be pushing further and further. Now before I get into this, all that I ask is you hit the like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Definitely appreciate it, and let's touch on Bitcoin first. Now I did say in a previous video that Bitcoin needs to break out of a 30,600 resistance. It did have a breakout of that, tried to hold it as a support. It did break under that, bounced right off around 30,000 and then just continued to push farther. And Bitcoin has recently been continuing to create new higher lows and higher highs. We have a recent high point of about 32,300 and it's been looking really good lately. This could be partly the reason that VGX has been rallying. It seems that altcoins have been having a nice little push as well. Cardano's been pushing. Seems like DOT's been pushing up just a little bit. A lot of altcoins have been pushing a little bit, but you know, compared to that, VGX is absolutely running, and I want to show you guys that on the chart. And guys, I'm not lying when I said this thing is absolutely running. We were sitting at about 81 cents and have since pushed to really close to about $1.20 before starting to cool off. We're now just sitting at around 113 as of the time of this upload. And I stand corrected. If you zoom out, you actually do see that we had a wick that came up as high as $1.30, and it just so happens, of course, that was our previous long time support, guys. Remember that. That was our previous long time support. I do want to see VGX eventually holding 130 and breaking out of it and holding that as a support. I don't think it will do that yet. I think it will take a little bit of time. But this is a really nice precursor of things to come with VGX. You know, this can definitely make some huge runs, and we've seen this before. This isn't the only time it's had a huge run. I mean, this one tends to get these just really huge volatile spikes to the upside. Lately, it's been a lot to the downside, of course. And of course, as we broke that $1.30 support, we continued further, and this one reached a low of about 60 cents. Now, after it hit this low of about 60 cents, it did push to about 90 cents, at which I said that I want to see about 75 cents held as a support. It did dip as low as 72 cents after that run into the 80s before just blasting off. So hopefully some of you guys did pick it up in the 70-cent range and hopefully even lower. But I would not be chasing this right now. This has definitely been running a lot, and I'm going to be patient with it. And I will likely be sniping this one again at that 75-cent range. I think that's a pretty good risk to reward entry point. But even now, it is extremely undervalued. I still think, although short-term, yes, it is overvalued short-term. Long-term, I think it's undervalued. And it has a lot further to go. But I do not like buying into a rally like this. And it is, of course, already starting to pull back from about $1.30, that resistance point. Now, one short-term thing you're going to want to look out with for VGX is this trend that it continues upwards and to the right. Once we break out of this, it's likely we're going to probably test this dollar range. Psychological dollar level, we're probably going to break $1, and then we're likely to test that 75-cent range again. I personally expect that, and I will have some buy orders ready for it. But let me know your guys' plans for VGX in the comments below. I know there's definitely a lot of haters on this one. I know there's definitely a lot of people that don't believe in this one. And I am aware with the regulatory concerns, it's very, very high risk. That being said, I have faith in the executive team. They are experienced. And as a side note, if you guys are actually interested in their previous earnings call, I'll leave you guys a link below for it. Definitely recommend you listen to it. Now, in terms of trying to understand why this rally just happened, there was a 6-hour ago write-up here by Investor Observer, and it does appear that they got a very bullish rating on Tuesday, today. And this seems to be just like an algorithmic score based on Investor Observer's algorithm that they use. So I think personally that this is the real piece of news. That might have contributed to a little pump perhaps, but I think this is also really big because this just came out earlier today as well. Now, Voyager themselves tweeted that our loyalty program is about to get a serious upgrade. This is going to be happening on Friday, and you're going to want to go to the CEO Steven's Twitter page, and then you can see their Twitter spaces at 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely stay tuned to this event. We could have some very exciting developments for VGX. And one thing I've specifically actually been wondering is when they're going to potentially add some kind of feature with VGX in terms of their USD based debit card. You know, there can definitely be a way that they can give rewards in terms of that, and that can also add to the buying pressure for VGX. But I definitely believe in Voyager, the company, long term. And when you look at them compared to a lot of brokerages, a lot of exchanges, they have outperformed in terms of their revenue growth and in terms of their user acquisitions. That's all I got for you guys today. Just a quick update on VGX. It has been absolutely running, and I'm going to continue to keep an eye on it. Look for that 75-cent sweet spot that I like to add at lately. But let me know what you guys have been doing with VGX in the comments below, and as always, take it easy.